Milton Williams has been a force for the Patriots all season, and he's taken it to another level in the playoffs. Here he is in the AFC Championship game against the Broncos. This is one of the better O-line units in the NFL. Milton is lined up here in a pretty wide 3 technique, and he's going to get some pretty quick pressure here on Stidham. Puts that shimmy move on the guard, runs the hump on him, and flushes Stidham out of the pocket into a really tough throw on the run to R.J. Harvey. They can't hook up, and it wouldn't have counted anyway as Harvey was out of bounds before the ball was thrown. Now, from a technical perspective here for Milton, again, you get that motion there from RJ. He does a great job of taking those first couple steps like he's rushing into the B gap, and then he puts that shimmy move here on the guard who, he's anticipating maybe Milton is slanting across, maybe trying to rush into the A gap, which forces that guard to respond, right? So again, out of his stance, B gap, and then again, the footwork for a guy of this size to be pulling out this type of move is not easy. It's not common, very hard to do from an interior line perspective. Again, gets him off balance with that back and forth. Now the guard's only way that he can kind of salvage this play is if he can get this hand onto Milton and kind of run him vertically up the field and keep a decent pocket lane there for Stidham. How does Milton counteract that? You have to continue to rip with that inside arm and lean and run the hoop, as it's called, right? You want to try to get around him to Stidham, which is exactly what he's able to do. Doesn't allow himself to be washed as far up the field, keeps that relentless effort going so he can turn and close in on Stidham, which forces Stidham to step up, flushes him out of the pocket. At this point, you're basically cutting off this entire back half of the field. He can't get to any of these backside routes. 2 DBs attached to Sutton on his quick flat route here, so you can't even throw the easy check down. There's only one place the ball could potentially even go for a completion there to Harvey. Ridiculously hard throw, flushed out on the run, and again, would not even have counted, and that's all coming off of that pressure there from Milton. While Milton is able to get pressure with the athleticism and finesse, he still possesses high-end strength and explosiveness out of that defensive tackle position. Here he is lined up in almost a 5 technique head up on the tackle. And again, we just saw him do that up and kind of shimmy move to get to Stidham. This time, it's just a straight forceful bull rush and lift that gets that quick pressure there on Jarrett Stidham. Stidham actually can't even finish his drop back before the pressure gets there. They get the hit on him and force the incomplete pass. And again, look, count Stidham's steps. He's trying to do a 5-step drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, and as that back foot is just now hitting the ground, he's already having to dart out of the pocket because the pressure is coming into his face from Milton Williams and from Elijah Ponder as well off the edge. They just are relentless at getting after the quarterback. And again, this Broncos O-line unit is not a slouch. They're one of the better ones in the NFL, one of the best in the NFL, this season. And again, from a technical perspective, you're going to see Milton engages here on the guard, and you can have like a traditional bull rush. He does it one better by lifting, right? So you have the guard punching here at Milton's chest. He's going to get both of his arms and look to lift them, right? You want to get them off of you, and it helps to stand the guard up. So again, if I pause it here, you see he actually displaces the guard fully. He's in a more athletic position. The guard is essentially completely off of the pass block. Both hands, as you can see, have been knocked away from Milton's body. Milton is then able to rip around, and again, they pick up that quick pressure there on Stidham. So doing it with finesse moves, doing it with footwork, but also able to just do it with raw power and overwhelm this offensive line as well. Now, going back to that Chargers game in the wild card round, this Patriots defense absolutely overwhelmed the Chargers offensive line in this one. You're going to see Milton is lined up here now in a wide 4-eye, almost another 5 technique. And again, if that last play wasn't a good enough showcase of raw power for you, this bull rush is disgusting. Just drives the guard all the way into Herbert's lap, essentially sacks Justin Herbert with his own offensive lineman. And again, it is just pure power that Milton is able to showcase. Just collapses the depth of the pocket right on the snap of the ball. Look at the impact, and that pad level is unbelievable. He's well underneath the shoulders here of the guard. The guard is standing straight up. You can just see the difference in body position. They always say football is a game of leverage. That's a perfect example of that. Just walks him back. As soon as Justin Herbert feels the pressure, it's too late. He has nowhere to go, tries to slide around in the pocket. Milton is able to get the sack onto Justin Herbert there. His second sack from that game was another ridiculous display. Here he is lined up in a 2-eye, almost a wide shade here on the center, and he's going to beat the center instantly off the ball, swims around him. The center is lost. Immediately, the rep is gone. The guard tries to come over to apply some help. Doesn't matter. Get off of him as well, and immediately gets to Justin Herbert. 1 blocker, 2 blockers. It does not matter. Milton Williams is making himself and his presence felt in the pass game as an interior defensive lineman rushing. We've seen him now as a 4-eye, a 5-tech, that time a 2-eye, almost a 1 shade, still finding value. Now, for as effective as he is as a pass rusher, Milton is probably even better at a run-stuffing role for this Patriots defense. He's going to be lined up here in a 3 technique, and they're running inside zone away from him. And just look at what he does to this double team block here by guard and tackle, which helps to set up his linebackers to make a play here, stuffing this for no gain on 2nd and 1. So on the snap of the ball, he's going to engage on 77, and he immediately resets the line of scrimmage, doesn't allow himself not only to not be moved by the double team, but actually is moving them backwards into the line of scrimmage. Also forces it downright, continually closing that gap, which helps to make it so these linebackers scraping across don't have to go as wide, and they can take a sharper angle down into the hole. Again, as I let this play here, you see exactly how it plays out. These linebackers sniff it out. They do have a rotating peel block, or kind of a split flow block, I should say, here from number 9. He can only account for 1 body. There's too many people here swarming in on the play here from the Chargers, end up stuffing the run for no gain. But Milton's presence, right, attacking that double team, not allowing himself to be moved, and actually resetting the line of scrimmage is huge, for these Patriots second-level defenders and DBs to come up and make plays in the run game. Another example of Milton resetting the line of scrimmage here. Broncos look like they're attempting to run duo, but they have to abort kind of the main double team that would be here on Milton because 14 ends up walking up on the line of scrimmage. The guard has to engage immediately, which means Milton's going to be blocked one-on-one here by this tackle. And look again how he resets the line of scrimmage on impact, walks the tackle back into that lane that RJ Harvey is trying to press into. The gap just closes so quickly with how far Milton is able to push the tackle back. Harvey actually does a decent job of trying to scoot through there, but again, that traffic limits it to only a 1-yard gain. So again, right on the snap of the ball, lined up in, again, a wide 3 technique, just walks the tackle back, stuffs and blows up the run play as a result of it because of the way that he's able to reset the line of scrimmage. Last play that I'm going to walk through here, this is from the AFC Championship game when it was downright messy with the snow. Now, the Broncos are going to be running wide zone or outside zone, so you have this sniffer type roll. He's going to be doing a split flow block, and then you have wide zone away from that with the goal of trying to find something in a cutback lane. Now, Milton Williams is lined up here, getting a wide 3 technique, and he does a great job of not allowing himself to be vertically displaced or really horizontally displaced, right? You're taught on outside zone as an offensive lineman, it's more about horizontal displacement because you see if this split flow block is able to seal that, you could see a cutback angle opening up there, particularly if 21 overruns this as well. Now, his play is blown up by 95 here, the nose tackle Tonga, who walks the center back into this. But look at how Milton, again, fights his way up the field, right? Isn't allowing himself to just be washed down the line of scrimmage and accept that. He's continuing to fight for that vertical, push into the backfield. If Tonga doesn't blow this play up and walk the center right into the running back, Milton Williams certainly would have gotten a TFL. This front 4, this entire front 7 really for the Patriots has been outstanding this entire postseason. That is going to do it though for this film breakdown. I'm excited to see this Seattle Seahawks offensive line unit match up against this Patriots front 7. I think it's going to be a great matchup to watch in the game and then break down on the all-22 film after it. If you enjoyed the content, please consider dropping a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss another one of my uploads. I'll be dropping my college draft profiles and scouting reports soon as well. So if you enjoy those, stay tuned. Those will be coming out very shortly. As always, I appreciate you for tuning in, and I'm out.